Hi everybody, it's Anime Reviewer Girl, and I have a new video out for you guys for tomorrow, basically. But today's topic is once again a discussion. I've decided to do discussions more so on Wednesdays since I want to leave Saturdays more so for reviews or countdowns like I've done in the past. But today's topic is actually one that was actually requested on my YouTube channel from Chris Ryden. Shout out to you, Chris. Once again, thank you for this topic. The topic that he requested for me to talk about is does basically I'm reading it from my YouTube Studio app. Do you think we should cut ties with Japan and make our own anime more based on Western cultures? Um, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so. I actually like being able to see the Japanese culture um, animated and being able to see more of it. It's hard for me to explain it, I guess, but I don't think so. And I think the reason why, honestly, is because I feel like when it comes to um, mostly, I'm just speaking for the US, how I feel the US views most animated shows is as it being childish or as it being more geared towards kids. And I feel like that's just something that's just ingrained because when you look at a lot of like American cartoon shows and things like that, yeah, there are some that are based on like nostalgia that many of us grew up with, like Sonic the Hedgehog and things like that. But it's still very slapstick comedy that's kind of more so very much towards getting kids to laugh. And yes, I've gone back and watched cartoons when I was younger that I absolutely adored, like for example, Ren and Stimpy and things like that. And there's innuendos in there that only adults will notice, but the storylines to me don't drag in adults like they do kids. Just because it doesn't really have a one shot storyline that goes on for several different episodes or seasons. It's more so like a 15-minute episode into a half hour where there's two 15-minute episodes within a half hour. And it's very straight, very to the point, and you don't really have to watch all of it to get a gist of what the show is about. And I feel like that is what how a lot of at least the US feels about animated shows. I feel like now that I'm older, I've noticed them trying to do more animated shows that have more of a storyline, but I feel like when they do shows like that, they are still kind of geared towards kids or they go way overboard and make it super adult. But they still stick with a lot of the same comedic impact, the same comedy. And unless it's like a huge episode where they're fighting a boss or something like that, where the episodes kind of drag out a little bit longer, that's that's the only time I've really seen it do that. Because generally, I don't notice that at all. Generally, it's every episode is just in and of itself, and it's not in any way, you know, geared into helping in the long run of the show unless they're introducing a new character that's going to be detrimental to the show, or if they're fighting someone that they've been trying to fight for a long time, which is very rare that I've noticed in a lot of American cartoons. So that's why I don't think America should cut ties with Japan when it comes to animes. So I can understand that it can be kind of expensive to bring those kinds of shows over here when it comes to anime, since it is from overseas and getting the rights to it and things like that in the process and making it more for an American audience can be, kind of, like I said before, expensive. But I don't think America, like the West, should make their own, because I feel like we would still do our own thing as far as making an animated series more like comedic instead of serious. We wouldn't I feel like we wouldn't take it very seriously. Or we'd make fun of the Western, make fun of our own culture, which yeah, that can be kind of fun and it can be very hilarious when done correctly. But I don't think the US would mostly do that, and I feel like we get a lot of people whom would complain about it. And I'm just being completely honest. Um, so that's basically what I think. But what do you guys think? Do you think that, you know, whether it's, you don't have to use America as the US as an example, you can use your own country as an example in seeing if they can create their own animes, or not animes, but their own animated features based on your own particular culture, and what would you think about that, and can you compare it to stuff that's out now Like for me, like I said before, when it comes to US animated shows, they're very, very geared towards kids, and the comedy is very to the point, and it's not really doesn't really exactly have a storyline that can drag everyone in of all ages, which is what I've noticed more so about anime, is that they have different genres and they have different age groups. Whereas for I feel like for America, there isn't a different age group associated with cartoons. It's kind of either very, very kiddish or very, very adult. There really isn't a middle man in there. The only shows I can think of that kind of like are that are like that, for example, like more adult, are kind of like The Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park, Futurama, American Dad, um, Bob's Burgers, things like that. Those things are very much geared that adults absolutely love them because the comedy in them is very adult. But then you also have the kids shows like, well, for me, I'm just talking about from my childhood, like Rocko's Modern Life, Rugrats, things like that, that were very much slapstick comedy that kids knew and loved, like Scooby Doo and stuff like that. That's why I don't think America should cut ties, because I don't feel like the U.S. could make the kind of shows that are made in Japan and make a lot of U.S. citizens like it. Like I feel like it wouldn't go over well here. I mean, look at anime. Even though anime is from Japan, even though anime has a lot of fans here in the U.S. and all over the world, many people still view anime as something that's very underground and something that not many people completely understand. And the ones that have kind of heard of it only have heard of the ones that are more so geared towards kids, because that's what gets on television, not the ones that are more adult. The ones that are more not adult but are much more serious, they get on TV, but they get on TV late at night, so that only like either huge fans of the show or anyone who's up that late at night actually is able to watch it. So that's just what I feel. Once again, Chris, thank you so much for presenting me with this topic. I actually hadn't even thought about this. And for all of the rest of you guys out there, please feel free to send me any kind of requests for topics that you would like me to discuss, or even sending me things to do reviews on as well. Like I said, if you have a mobile game that you want me to play, I will definitely try and play it and also do a review on there out there. I know one person did have me review a game, wanted me to play a game. I have yet to play it, but I definitely will do a review once I play it. And I have a few people out there that also asked me to do a lot of reviews on shows, which I will also definitely do. I'm getting around to trying to watch all of them. So once again, if you're new to my channel, thank you for checking out my channel, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you're a new subscriber, I want to say hi and thank you so much for subscribing. And if you're someone that's been subscribed and you like to watch my videos, thank you so much for watching my videos, and I definitely very much appreciate it. Yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, or whenever you're watching this. All right.